Okay, there we go after some delay because I had to, well, reset a password. Okay. And yeah, ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. Also, hello Jess and thanks for the raid. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
He is the mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service. And welcome back to...
Zenless Zone 0 for our 24th stream focused on the main story of this. Though, for this one we'll be focusing mostly on... on the events that we haven't covered yet, or at least the Season 1 events that we haven't covered yet, which is why we're heading for the secondary account again, which I think at this point should be ready to have the welcome back message, though I may be wrong on that. Though yeah, we'll need to sit through this for a bit. The game got a small update since last time, but the config data on this one hasn't been updated in a bit. Well, as you saw, that didn't take too long. So, yeah, if I have things correct, we should get the welcome back message on screen. If not, then, well, at some point I'll just have to get it off of YouTube from somewhere.
Yeah, though... I said this is more proof of we should not do an extra account for other games like this in the future for...
Okay, that's back in business. Dear Faith, and long time no see, everyone's been waiting for your return. Take this gift and guides with you as you embark on your proxy journey once again. Okay, nice. There was supposed to be a cinematic, a little cutscene that was supposed to play there. Or, nope, not there either. Okay. Yeah, there was... Huh. Was that supposed to show up on the login screen or something? But, yeah, there was supposed to be a quick little cutscene of the other sibling welcoming you back from a quote-unquote vacation. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Again, proof of we should... that Zenless Zone 0 is really the only game we do this with for. If you try to do this with the Honkai and other ones like this, with multiple accounts...
Yeah. Plus just the grind that would be required would be way too much.
The grind and the... whenever you need to do the full password thing and all that.
Yeah. On that, of course, do keep your passwords varied. Otherwise, if one of your passwords gets breached and you use it on multiple places, well, they're going to get into everything.
Yeah.
Okay. But for now, the first of the events that we should get started with, or rather continue, is Say It With Flowers. I think... Like, it has been like a month or two since I last touched this here. Like, I think at least I got started on it, but I think we put it on pause. Oh, right, yeah, we did get started on it, but we put it on pause because, well, Asaba showed up, and we hadn't met him yet at that point. But we forgot to continue afterwards. But then again, Vivian also shows up here, so... Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to really continue with this anyways up until now. Oh, wait. Okay, I kind of have this... I just noticed on my freaking note that I had Season 1, Episode 6 written at the top, and Season 1, Episode 5 written below it. So, we could have done the others already by now, but oh well. But yeah, just to catch people up on this, yeah, this is basically just a little mini game where we're running the flower shop for Orchidea, and I'm half surprised that I didn't blank out on our freaking name there. Where, well, we just make flower arrangements for people showing up, and the one who is here now is Asaba. Proxy? What a coincidence! Are you here to buy flowers too? Isn't it work hours right now? Well, if I'm not mistaken, the shop behind you doesn't seem to have a random play sign. You can understand the urge to sneak out and enjoy the nice weather, right? I'm the part-time manager of Dew Gardening now. I see. Then I suppose it makes me a humble logistics staff member for Section 6 now. I was just on my way to pick up the formal attire everyone needed for an upcoming field assignment in a couple of days. That's why I'm not stuck in the office, the meeting room, or the hollow. And since I'm already out, picking up a plant for a friend along the way and stopping by for a quick chat doesn't seem too unreasonable, does it? Please elaborate. I knew you'd understand. Actually, Ryosuke and the others passed their entrance exams, so I'm getting the congratulatory gift for them. Yeah, that's the kids from his agent story, I believe. I wonder, would brightly colored flowers suit them better? It'd be even better if they were densely arranged. Come to think of it, I personally like flowers that always look vibrant and full of life, so bright and lively. A pot of flowers like that would surely lift anyone's spirits. What a wonderful gift. You think so too? That's great. Oh, and just so you know, I'm a diligent logistics staff member of Section 6. I still have to pick up the formal attire for everyone later. Tsukaku is really looking forward to this field assignment. She's already on me to hurry. On at me to hurry. Okay. Not really sure I've seen that up before like that. What field assignment is Tsukaku looking forward to? That's rare. It's an internal matter. I can't say much for now. But I have a feeling someone as well connected as you, Proxy, will end up finding out about it one way or another. Anyway, I heard that Dew Gardening Shop has always offered fresh flower delivery services. As the temporary manager, you'll make sure the flowers are delivered to the designated location, right? Even if it's a little far? Hiromasa wants the arrangement to be dense and filled with vibrant colors. Roses or sunflowers should be a great fit. No problem, I'll get started right now. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a bit more from him than just a scarf. Okay. Adjust density and rotate the pot. You can adjust the density of the flowers using the button on the right. Each flower material has two forms, sparse and dense. You can freely rotate the pot to view the flowers from different angles. And yeah, we've... Please select the pot first. Yeah, on the left here we have the requirements for the arrangement. So with yellow or red flowers, all three flowers are dense, and there's a third an extra thing. Harumasa's preferred floral component, sunflower for bonus earnings. Okay, let's just start with a wooden pot. And then, well, we have 3 layers where we can select different flowers. With Y, we can swap between sparse and dense up there. So let's pick the rose, the sunflower. And, well, we only have one over there. And... oh. There we go. Complete that. And we get a good amount of revenue.
It is both intention and courage.
Harumasa's gift to a friend, bright, vibrant, energetic, and warm. Harumasa's future will undoubtedly be the same. Okay, and with that, we unlock some extra stuff. Okay. Now, where the... Port Elpis. Okay. All the way over to the lighthouse. Okay. I'm trying to remember the start of these events, but I don't think it is too special. It's mostly just Orchidea saying she's heading out to look for for special flowers and such. And, well, wanting someone to fill in while she's gone. You brought the flowers over so fast. They're so beautiful. Ryosuke will definitely thank me for such a great gift. You climb the lighthouse with Harumasa and find Ryosuke and the others. After greeting Harumasa, Tsubeki and Kana eagerly go back to scanning the sea through their binoculars. Yeah, it's the kids again. Or Kids is maybe a bit... aiming a bit low, perhaps. They're at the absolute least teens. This telescope seems to have quite a long range. Yeah, Tsubakian kind of like it too. After all, since we can't travel far for now, this is the best way to take in distant scenery. Then wouldn't the gift that comes from afar be just what you need? Harumasa hands the finished flower pot to Ryusuke. Or is it Risuke maybe? I know that with some names certain letters can be silent. Let's see. Here. I specifically found flowers that only grow in far away places and asked the proxy to put a potted arrangement together. Specifically found flowers? Here, take this. A gift to mark the occasion. Such beautiful flowers. Thank you, Aromasa. We'll place the flowers somewhere they can get plenty of sunlight. Perhaps I should also get a timed watering system? If one of us suddenly gets worse and we can't take care of it, I hope it'll be okay. So in that case, a potted plant does seem like a better gift than a kitten or a puppy. Asada. If you had a kitten or a puppy, wouldn't it be even harder to take care of them when someone falls ill? That's supposed to be comforting to someone who's ill. Yeah. Yeah? You actually agree? I've told you before, don't worry about things that haven't happened yet. Even if they're very likely to happen and ruin everything, you still have to make the most of the present, right? If I come back and see you've let it die because you've been worrying needlessly, I won't be happy. And we'll make sure to take good care of it. Why do I feel like Harumasa's request isn't really about looking after the flower, is it? A clever proxy, but Ryusuke still has some work to do. Okay. Alright, I have to head back now. Belle, Ryusuke, see you next time. There's an important on-field assignment, and Kaku, she's especially looking forward to it, and is still waiting for me at the office. Yep, flower arrangement complete, has been completed, the customer left a great review, the next customer is already waiting at the entrance, go and see. Okay. No need to run all the way back. Okay, I will fully admit that with the mini-games in these events, the gameplay is rather shallow and maybe not that interesting, but they do put quite a bit in the character writing in between. Hello, Evelyn.
Hello.
Is Orchidea not here today? Orchidea. It seems to be out of the shop. That's right, I'm the temporary manager. I see. Miss Yao is preparing for a shoot, but the photographer suddenly felt some props were still missing. Everyone is busy, and since Miss Yao has her own preferences for props, I was sent out to buy them. I thought Orchidea would be here, but since you're here, it wasn't a wasted trip. How about I handle it for you? Would you trust a temporary manager? Of course. Miss Yao and I both trust your abilities. Whether it's emergency response, holo exploration, stealth, infiltration, or something else, like flower arranging. Then I'll leave it to you to prepare the floral prop for Miss Yao's shoot. By the way, Miss Yao has specifically mentioned using red and white flowers along with a metal pot base for the Star Loop photo shoot. She also wanted some additional decorations on top of the flowers to make the prop look more visually appealing. And as far as I know, Miss Yao prefers bold and vibrant flowers that convey strong emotions. Looks like Evelyn and Astra want a metal base, red and white flowers, and some accessories. No problem. Understood, I'll start on it right away. Okay, metal base. Let's see. Accessory. Red and white, so daisies. Actually, yeah, better to go with roses there then. And that counts as an accessory. A crispy star biscuit. Okay, she'll have to make sure that Astra doesn't eat these.
Daisies always carry the morning.
Are those?
Innocent and fresh.
Are those donuts?
Presuming... they look to be, but I'm hoping that they aren't edible. Carefully selected supporting item. Okay, new flowers. Revenue exceeded 100,000. New rewards available to claim. We've got water lilies and normal lilies. The potted flowers you prepared as prop should meet Miss Yao's requirements perfectly. Proxy, are you available to drive me to Starloop? Carrying the potted flowers is a bit inconvenient. Sure, of course. You drive with Evelyn to the Starloop Tower. Here we go, finally loaded. There you are. Now, don't eat them, they're probably plastic. Or the accessories, that is. Eve, you're back so soon. Are the props for the shoot ready? My standards are pretty high, you know. Wow, Belle, you're here too? Did you two run into each other on the way? I arranged this bouquet. Oh, I see. If not for the shoot, I would have missed the flowers you arranged. Once the shoot is over, I'll definitely take them home with me. Where should I put them? I'd love to have them in both my home and studio, but there's only one pot. The studio might be better. The flowers need careful tending. If you keep it at home... I'll take good care of it. But it looks like you don't trust me, Eve. How about this? I'll keep it in the studio for a week, and if I take good care of it, then I can bring it home. What do you think? Manager, can I schedule a time for you to arrange the exact same bouquet again next week? Well, that's a vote of non-confidence. Eve! But, Bill, you do believe I can take care of the flowers, don't you? I guess so? I'll prove it to you. Miss Yao, you need to prove something else right now. You need to finish the shoot by tonight and leave enough time for the magazine team to clean up the venue upstairs. Starting tomorrow, the venue has been booked. For the next few days, only authorized personnel will be allowed to enter. Prove your punctual professionalism and exceptional photography skills. Now... Alright. I'm going upstairs to start the shoot right now. I can't chat with you for long today, Belle. But I'll visit your store to hang out sometime. If we're truly in sync, you'll have already prepared an even more beautiful bouquet, right? Astrid is being her somewhat ditzy but still fully genuine self, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who's up next? I remember some of the people who will show up for this, but not all of them. Oh, hello, Rita. This time things are a bit tricky. Master Proxy? Are you helping out at the flower shop? Orchidea, don't tell me she took time off just because my order was too hard to fulfill. Orchidea just said she went to restock supplies. That's not entirely certain. Because... the impression that was supposed to be given there was that she had to resupply just to be able to make Rena's requests. Let's see. Yeah, I still find it a bit annoying when both of the options are actually just two halves of a sentence that the character says. Like, just have it pop up in one go, or something. But since I still need to ask you, Master Proxy, to help convey my message, there's nothing wrong with saying it. Our client is preparing for a banquet. To please one of the guests, the client inquired about his favorite flowers and wished to present them at the event. But those flowers are rather rare, so I can only hope that Orchidea, considering we've studied floral design together, can help me find it. Okay, so you two have history together. Also, someone just photobombing. You studied floral design with Orchidea? In this case, you could say we're old classmates. As a qualified head maid, arranging flowers to decorate my master's room or adorn a banquet is an essential skill. Sometimes the master may wish to convey difficult-to-say thoughts through the language of flowers, Interpreting and delivering those messages is also one of our specialties. But I'm not a professional florist. Orchidea is the true expert. Did she teach you anything? I suppose she did teach me something. That's all? She really trusts your talent and intuition to have left the shop in your hands. Master Proxy, would you be interested in learning some more advanced flower arrangement techniques? I'd be happy to teach you. Sure, then, that would be great. Actually, there's a little trick that Orchidea and I share. We assess the flowers in greater detail and analyze how they perform in different qualities. For flower combinations, in addition to the obvious aesthetic appeal, we also evaluate their overall score based on various qualities. Only when it meets expectations it is considered a successful arrangement. The shop should have Orchidea's notes from when she first started, though they may be a bit vague. They should help They should help guide you in arranging a bouquet. Why not give it a try? Sure, set the task, please. Let me think. How about a banquet gift as the theme? If I were about to present a delicate and beautiful bouquet as a gift to a distinguished guest at a grand banquet, most important is that this gift must reflect the host's sincerity. Flipping through Orchidea's notes revealed the 4 flower characteristics she summarized. By the way, personally, I prefer gentle, elegant, and subtly fragrant flowers. It would be great if you picked such a flower. I think I understand now. What Rena wants is probably a pot of flowers that are somewhat rare, yet also gentle. I think I get it. I'll get started right away. Okay, now we're getting a bit of an expansion. Now there's actual values to the things we select. Sometimes customers may also specify their preferred flower style. You must choose the flower material that meets the requirements based on their categories. Each type of flower material has its own distinct style. The styles are divided into 4 categories: romance, softness, rarity, and charm. Each flower material has different ratings across these 4 categories. Okay, the pots won't have any effect on that though, so that's typically just visual, unless they want a specific type. So let's see. Less or more than 1 softness, more than 3 rarity, or equal to or more. That's what that symbol specifically means. And Rena's preferred component is the lily. So let's start with that. Okay. Then we just need to add something with a bit of rarity. Or that was softness more. And a bit of rarity there. So water lily, daisy, and lily. Okay. There we go.
The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
Practice using the floral techniques taught by Rena, a gentle and precious floral gift, like a soft whisper in the ear. Petal Echoes. I just noticed that they actually get names, apparently. Okay, we've got a new pot, and Viola Filipica. Okay, probably butchered that.
You certainly do have a natural talent for this. No wonder Miss Orchidea was willing to hand her beloved dew gardening to you.
You think I have talent, Rena? I didn't do anything super difficult.
It's because you easily managed to convey both gentleness and treasured beauty in your work, and didn't find it difficult at all. So you indeed have talent. After all, talent and skill are different. What you accomplished can be considered communication with flowers. Just as Orchidea wrote in her notes, a floral designer must feel the qualities and personality of each flower and arrangement in accordance with their own understanding, allowing each flower to radiate its own charm. This potted arrangement has achieved that. So, if you're free, I'd love to hear your understanding of different flowers. I've brought snacks. Oh, don't worry. I've already experimented on everyone at Victoria Housekeeping.
What was that sound?
Just read that line, then I think you'll see why.
Yeah, is she happy or something?
Experimented on everyone.
Wait,
So, and we all know how Rena's cooking is, so,
oh no. I was so confused by the sounds you made, I forgot to see that. Oh.
well, I'm pretty sure all of Victoria Housekeeping make plenty of interesting sounds afterwards as well.
Except for one.
Yeah, one just was, would have just made nom nom sounds.
Experimented? What's that supposed to mean? Is everyone okay?
As you're talking with Rena, Orchidea returns to the store.
Oh, what a coincidence. Not only is my temporary manager here, but also an old friend of mine.
A coincidence indeed. If I hadn't stayed to chat, I would have missed you, Miss Orchidea. Oh, is my previous request causing you trouble?
I just realized.
Hmm?
Bell, between these two, I think they'd be feeling short at the moment.
Yeah,
But in a happy way, I guess.
probably. Because from what we've seen, Belle is quite the little gremlin with the tall ladies, huh?
It is a little difficult, yes. I've visited several old friends in search of the flowers you mentioned. However, a flower that only blooms in an area that has been repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero and then restored, and looks similar to a symbiotic ethereal. No one's ever seen such a thing, let alone a tamed one.
Lycon and I have been gathering intel as well, but without much success. Our client has failed to find any other way to get close to that gentleman. We can only place our hopes on his favored flower miraculously appearing. There's only 2 days until the banquet. I hope this doesn't become a regret of both Victoria Housekeeping and our client.
As expected of Victoria Housekeeping. You're so dedicated to every commission you get.
Right. It's not easy maintaining a near-perfect completion record and reputation. I'll keep an eye out for you. Fortunately, I've already found a temporary manager who's highly reliable.
Uh-oh.
You've seen Miss Bell's work already, right, Rena? With such a brilliant floral designer here, there's nothing I need to worry about.
Agreed. You are truly astute, Miss Orchidea. Then I'll thank you and our dear guide in advance then. The banquet still requires more preparations. Please contact me if there are any new developments.
Since I've been caught, I guess I have no choice but to try and find it. Are you about to close? Looks like my stand-in manager has worked hard today. Oh, it looks like we have another little guest. A weary bamboo appears carrying a briefcase and wearing a neck pillow. Welcome, dear guest. Could you perhaps use a bouquet to ease the fatigue of work? Overtime, boo. Hello. I heard you do personalized potted flowers here. I'd like to order one. I've been working too much overtime lately, and my optical components are a little overworked. And since I don't have time to go in for repairs, could you put together some brightly colored potted flowers for me? That way I can look at it often to recalibrate my vision sensors. And preferably ones that require no care at all. Though I used to grow flowers and people would praise my green thumb, and now I barely even have time to take care of myself. Sorry, dear customer, but I'm unable to fulfill your request. Why? I just need a simple pot of flowers. Because no flower can thrive completely without care. Perhaps you could try adjusting your workload first? And when you have a bit more time and energy, come back to find the perfect plant. One that you're willing and able to care for. Adjusting my workload? That's not possible. My boss has been so excited lately, constantly saying, if we pull this off, that mine alone will be enough to make us all rich. All he does is make empty promises and assign even more work. Meanwhile, he either does nothing or spends his time chasing shady get-rich-quick rumors. Poor overtime boo. It's working so hard. How about this? While I can't sell you a pot of flowers right now, I can give you a few sunflowers. They're just about to bloom. Simply place them in a vase and change the water every 2 or 3 days, and they will flourish beautifully. These sunflowers can keep you company for a week or 2. Perhaps by then your work situation will have improved. When you come back, I'll arrange some flowers exactly to your liking. Thank you. You're a kind shopkeeper. Overtime Boo leaves with the sunflowers Orchidea carefully chose. Its weary silhouette seems to be brightened just a little by the vibrant bouquet. You took care of so many customers today and ran you gardening wonderfully. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. I'll keep doing my best. Due to Rena's request, my once relaxed restocking trip has become much more intense. I'll have to trouble you with taking care of the customers for the next few days. Okay, more orders. So, let's continue. Oh, more orders have been unlocked. You can receive more customers. Let's give it a try. Okay, so these are more specific requests. Press here to start welcoming customers. Susie from the Gadget Store. Customers have been saying the Gadget Store's promo images are too plain lately. They want to buy a pot of flowers to use as a prop for the photos. It would be nice if the pot of flowers were more fun to match the toys. Oh, if I had more decorations, would that mean I wouldn't have to replace the flowers as often? That way I could save a bit of money. I'm still hoping to save a little from the budget the boss gave me so I can buy a surprise box. Please, please! Using fewer fresh flowers and more accessories to create a flower arrangement with a touch of playfulness, while also helping Susie save a bit of the budget. It should be no problem. Leave it to me. Yeah, when you get $10 from your parents to go buy a thing and you go you go get something that, well, fits the bill, but is a bit cheaper so you can just stash away a buck or two from it, huh? Okay. I believe I remember this one. Yeah, we only have 2 accessories at the moment, so these 2. And then we need to add a bit of charm. Let's go with that. That's a bit more interesting than, well, mostly yellow and then blue. There we go. There's no specific request with these.
The bellflower represents unwavering faith, which evokes resilience and protection.
Let's step beyond the definition, let your imagination wander, and please smile. Flowers for Susie. Okay. That's right, that's it. With all these pennies saved up, I should be able to unlock a hidden edition. Thank you, manager. Yeah, we hardly get to see Susie at all. I think in the story we've only run into her like twice or something.
Ah.
Let's see. Orlanda's Floral Commission. Okay. New florist? Another elven-eared woman. We still know practically nothing about why some people just have elf ears. Like with the Thyrants, it can be explained why they have, well, cat or dog ears and such, but Unless these people count as a type of Thyran as well or something, but... Yeah, we'll see if it ever gets brought up, or if the developers are just going to keep teasing us about it and not actually tell anything. I barely got the last person to figure out my taste. Now I have to explain it all over again. Use the most precious flowers in the shop to create a gentle potted arrangement for me. I don't like overly complex arrangements, so leave the middle layer without flowers or decorations, make the base layer denser, my little bird might enjoy sleeping on it. A pot of flowers that is sufficiently rare and have a gentle charm, empty in the middle with a dense lower layer. No problem. Leave it to me. Okay. Since a bird might nest in this, then may as well go with the wooden pot. Let's see. More than 3 rarity and softness. So let's go with the lily. Leave the middle open. Dense lower level. Actually, how would we even do this with that? And now it becomes a bit more tricky with the amounts that we need to hit. Or, yeah, rarer than that. We can't really put anything here, since they want this layer empty.
Oh wait, you had it for a moment.
Yeah, but the empty, this layer needs to be empty, like it says there. Let's see, do we have... Oh, right, there we go. Okay, so the viola and the water lily together makes for 3 on both. Okay.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
Flowers for Alenda. Yeah, you're the rarest miracle to behold, but these flowers aren't bad either. Okay. Yeah, if there is one thing that slightly annoys me about the events that Hoyoverse tends to put in their games is that they typically make the main characters become like masters of all trades in some ways, which can be a bit annoying in that they often become a bit too multi-talented. Though with one event in Genshin Impact, they did actually pretty smart with that, by actually not including the main character as a participant, but as a judge. That was a pretty smart way to do it with that, I'd say. Let's see. That's not bad. You've been here these past few days, right? Okay. Wixie's floor quick mission. Oh, right, this one. Yeah, Quixie here has otherwise only really shown up in temporary events. And I think you might be able to guess most about him from the first half of his name. And a certain Dawn.
Yeah.
Also, the fact he has horseshoes on his ears. Hello, Apprentice Knight. I'm glad to see that even after completing the trial with me, you still uphold the virtues of a knight. You're absolutely right. Appreciation of beauty and pursuit of love are essential lessons for a knight. Perfect. I also need some romantic flowers as a gift for Princess Elena. They should also match my tough and charming personality. Preferably something light, or I might end up tiring out my brave white steed. If possible, please prepare some cookies as decoration to win the princess's favor. The journey ahead is long and arduous, but I'm ready for it. Such a familiar style. Alright, Quixie. Quixie wants flowers that balance the romantic and whimsical aesthetics, but nothing too delicate, and some crispy star biscuits and a wooden flower pot. I wonder which princess is receiving these flowers. Can you even eat cookies? Okay, so they apparently are edible cookies. Well, we know what happened to the one on Astra's arrangement then, huh?
Oh no.
Okay, wooden pot. And the crispy biscuits. Let's see, romance and charm, but below or equal to softness. So nothing with that in it. Let's see. The lily once again. Let's see. So, and yeah, the sunflower. There we go.
The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
Though my heart burns like fire, it will still bloom for you within my hands. Okay. Congratulations, Apprentice Knight. You have passed my test. Once I win the princess's heart with these flowers, I'll be sure to speak highly of you, so that you too earn the king's favor. Yeah, you can take a guess what the event with him was all about. Just running all over the damn place looking for his princess.
Oh dear.
Okay, Rain. Hello there. I heard you've got something new going on. I'm here to show my support. There may not be as many types of flowers as there are videotapes, but it's still a bit overwhelming. How about you just pick for me? I've never bought plants before. Please choose some special flowers for me. It's fine if they're a bit pricey. However, please avoid red flowers. They remind me of error messages. No yellow ones either, since they remind me of warning signs. Definitely no blue flowers, if possible. I can live without ever seeing a blue screen again. If possible, I don't want it to be too vibrant or intense emotionally. When I'm working, I hope to keep my head on straight. Okay. Rain wants a pot of rare enough flowers that are not too romantic, yet no red, yellow, or blue colors. What other colors are left? No problem. They'll be easy. You always get those people who say they're not picky, only to prove to be extremely picky, huh? Let's see then.
Bloody heck.
Well, we've got white and purple. No yellow, so let's see. We don't have any one of these with rarity, so they're not a pick. And there we go. Okay, I guess you could see this as a bit of a gradient. Going from purple to pink to white. So, I always forget how the blasted color wheel goes.
Represents unwavering faith, which evokes resilience and protection.
Okay, that's a repeat message there.
That's nice.
I was fast. Was being a florist always your planned third career? Don't worry, I might not be able to help much, but I'll make some room on my desk for the flowers. Gesundheit?
Nope, that was me coughing from out of nowhere.
Okay. Oh,
If I were about
Easter.
to sneeze, I would turn around.
Okay. How would you?
What the?
Have you listened to my new song, Come Alive? Okay. We have seen this guy before at... actually across from the parking lot, but I'm just a bit surprised that he actually has just Zenless Zone Zero on his freaking jacket. Does that count as a bit of a fourth wall break?
Maybe? I also just spotted it.
Alright, fine. It's been out for a while, but it's not exactly a new song. Things have been really busy lately, you know that? And since I stay up late a lot, but don't want to disturb others by turning on the lights at night, I could really use a little nightlight. I previously asked Orchidea to reserve a glowing accessory, something moon-shaped. Let's use that to arrange my potted flowers, along with some white flowers. It'll make it brighter, but not too harsh on the eyes. But I'm not looking for something overly soft. Something more interesting would suit me better. Accessory you mentioned is a tranquil crescent moon. Along with white flowers, it'll create an arrangement that's somewhat playful but not too delicate. And that should be it. I'll put it together for you. Okay. I think an intelligent construct would find it fitting to get a metal base. Let's see. White. Actually, there we go. The crescent moon. With white flowers. And a bit more charm. Actually, even more charm. But we'll still need a white flowers to the water lily then. And there we go. Sunflowers. Yep. The sun and the moon.
All disturbances will fade away with the moonlight.
Another repeat quote there. Or quote saying, I guess, would be the closest. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted. Hello, my overtime buddy. Just 42 days left until the score is due. You'll stick with me, right? As long as you water it well. Okay, that's the last one that we've got access to here for the moment. Yeah, wait, what did it say there? Let's see. I bought the best overtime buddy. I can easily stay up all night while writing songs now. Listeners, see you in 42 days. My new song will definitely be on time. Okay. Let's continue the main business. Oh, Lycon. Somewhere night just perks up instantly. That kind of flower isn't worth the risk.
Just as I suspected, you're here, Master Proxy. Please do not misunderstand. I'm not here to rush you to find the flower Rena mentioned. That specific flower requested by the client isn't the only thing required. We must prepare the rest of the banquet as well. They're merely decorations, not the focus. There is no need to cater to unrealistic demands.
It sounds like you're
Did
implying
I
something.
hear that right? That didn't sound like something you'd normally say, Lycon. Are you trying to imply something?
My apologies. It appears I've let myself become a bit too relaxed in your presence. Though I cannot divulge everything, I don't want you to agonize over those rare flowers. They require an extremely difficult and specific environment, and are far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero. The commission we received is to host a perfect banquet. Our duties do not entail fulfilling our clients' personal wishes through said banquet. Finding that flower is simply an extraneous task. In addition, Rena and I only just found out that our client has not been completely honest with us. His true intentions are...
I think I get it. Rena seemed a bit anxious yesterday. But if that's what you say, I believe you.
In any case, neither you nor Miss Orchidea of Do Gardening should put yourselves in danger for that flower. Rena and I both concur on this point.
Okay, let's be honest in this. He knows Belle well enough to know that she'd likely just run off into the freaking Hollow Zero to look for these things, and he's just to cut that shit off before it happens, huh?
Oh dear.
Vivian suddenly appears at the side, seeming to be feigning nonchalance. Lycon, not wanting to continue saying anything impolite, says he needs more flowers for the banquet before he quickly bids you farewell and leaves.
What a coincidence, Lord Phaethon. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Just now, was that?
Okay, I will fully admit that I glanced over the parts of this event where the characters from episode 6 were in, because, well, I hadn't gotten to that point yet, so this will actually be new to me as well.
Oh dear.
Yep, it was Lycon. Victoria Housekeeping has been trying to find a rare flower for their client.
Then, is finding that flower also your wish? If so, I can help. Oh, and Hugo too.
No need. I just heard that it has super strict requirements to grow and cultivate, and even looks like an ethereal of some sort. Anyway, it sounds super mysterious. Lycon doesn't want us searching for it either.
I see. Got it. By the way, Lord Phaethon, have you been helping watch over Dew Gardening as of late? Could I ask you to maybe arrange a pot of flowers for me?
Oh no.
Of course I can. What kind of flowers do you want?
I'd be happy just having a pot of flowers prepared by Lord Phaethon. But if I have to say, then maybe could you choose the flowers that represent me in your eyes?
Okay, what is that supposed to mean now, huh? My personal favorite is a delicate and gentle water flower, water lily. But rather than getting my favorite, if I am to receive flowers from Lord Phaethon, I'd much rather you show me how you see me with your choices. Would you do that for me? Flowers like Vivian. Flowers that come to mind... These flowers aren't enough to do Vivian justice, and those accessories won't fit at all. How about I just grab some purple and delicate flowers for the arrangement? I have an idea. I'll get started right away. Okay. Let's see. Purple. Will have to be... Let's see. Which... We need more softness. Daisy is the only one with softness. And the water lily? There we go. So what was that? What was that sound, Vivian?
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
At Vivian's request, you used flowers to portray her. These few flowers are not enough to fully capture Vivian, but as an expressive attempt, it's not bad. Okay, now we've got Caramel Dream and Firefly Mushroom. Okay. So that's what I look like in Lord Phaethon's eyes. I'll treasure it forever. If there aren't any other customers for now, could you spare a little time for me? My friends and I have a secret space at Port Elpis, and I'd like to invite you to go see it. Sure, of course. I'll take this pot of flowers home first, and wait for you there. If we're lucky, another friend might be joining us too. Okay. Bonk. Yeah, that could only be Piper here, huh? Roxy, are these your wheels? Are you parking up here too, Piper? Nah, I hitched a ride into town with someone else today. Steel Tusk can't even make it all the way into Lumina Square because all the nearby streets have height restrictions. This place, everything's so sophisticated and beautiful, and little old me is not used to it. I've been strolling through these crowds for a while now, and with all these people, you'd expect to see more cars parked here. Asked about the parking lot, turns out it's pretty much empty. And all these people coming and going in the outer ring, you always see a bunch of different cars parked all over the place. I wanted to see what kind of cars you city folk drive, but... Lumina Square ground space is insanely expensive. Underground parking lots? You take Piper to the underground parking lot, explaining how expensive it is and how to get parking validated at Lumina Square. We have seen this event before, but it's just nice to see her again, huh?
Yeah.
As she takes in the rows of neatly parked cars, you hear a faint gasp from Piper, followed by stunned silence. Piper doesn't say a thing until you get back to the surface, as if she's lost in thought the whole time. So, this elevator, it's for cars? City folk, I gotta say, you're pretty smart. A turntable for cars, an elevator, and that parking validation thing you just mentioned. But this elevator is so narrow. Didn't mention Steel Tusk, even your car could barely squeeze in here. Yeah, exactly why I avoid parking down here. Yeah, you actually have to pay to park here too. In the outer ring, as long as there is ground, it's a road. And just having a car means you can go anywhere. Well, you also need the gas stations along the way. But at least you don't have to pay for parking. Okay, I have seen a bit of speculation on Piper in that she is actually a lot older than she looks, because how long-term exposure to hollows can screw with the body, which in her case may have slowed her physical aging. Okay.
Yeah, but not mentally.
Yeah. That actually reminds me of a character from Goddess of Victory Nike, or Liter to be more specific, who, well, appearance-wise looks to be the youngest, but she is actually one of the oldest characters in the game.
Oh.
And she fully will call you out for being a young whippersnapper. Okay. Lilac. Vivian, you look excited. Are you waiting for someone? I'm waiting for a surprise? Manager. Finally someone who does not call us Proxy or Lord Phaethon out in the middle of someone else, or in front of other people. Blech. Following Vivian and Lilac, you arrive at a cozy little house. It's humble in size, but offers great view and a warm, inviting atmosphere. It's the kind of secret space girls adore. No wonder Vivian seemed restless earlier. She said she was waiting for a surprise. So it was you, manager? Oh, Lilac. I just wanted the manager to see our secret hideouts. Speaking of which, didn't you say you were going to buy a pot of flowers for this place? You don't seem to have it. Was it not good enough? No, the one I had doesn't quite fit. You stuck it in your own home, didn't you? Is she lying? Okay, that's why I said you should have taken me with you. I'm sure I could have picked the perfect ones. Come to think of it, the flowers my dad grows in the greenhouse are pretty unique. And I don't think I've ever seen them anywhere else. What kind of flowers are they? I think he calls them Ninev, or Ninev. I forgot how to say that. But Ninev is the name of an ethereal, right? He's always taking great care of those flowers with the name of an ethereal, but never really explained why. I get the feeling that it's got something to do with a friend of his. Flowers linked to a special someone are definitely worth cherishing. Vivian glances at you intently. Forget it. His business is none of my concern anyway. You have a lovely time enjoying the sea breeze with Vivian and Lilac. It's time to head back and take care of the flower shop. And judging from what I'm seeing in the lower right, this is just off the side. Actually, this might be... If we can get back... let's see. As you leave, you faintly hear Vivian and Lilac continue their discussion on floristry. Let's...
Oh, a moment,
Yep.
I thought someone was trying to shoot you with a trank. As in tranquilizer.
Okay, but yeah, it looks like that little spot is just above and behind here. Perhaps even behind that door to the storage area that we've tried to get into once or twice. But
oh, that
seems
one.
we can't. Seems we just, I'll take if I can, I will take a moment to show where exactly I mean, just to be extra sure. But yeah, I couldn't really get out of the teleport there. It was to be teleported or just look at the screen even more. Hello, Bernice. Please wait a moment.
I am worried.
Okay, Port Elpis, not Star Loop. There. More bang boom, multifunctional housework, lively, adorable, cuddly rabbit-like mascots. Bingo. Okay. Oh, hello there. Good kitty. For eating my fish, you'll have to let me pet you. Shh. Watch me catch it. What happened? The kitty cat yawns before standing up at an seemingly ever so casual yet breathtakingly slow speed. Leaning over, it clutches onto the small kipper that has been pressed into its belly, and scuttles away in a flash. Hey, I thought you only ate tuna. I packed kippers this time around. Well, looks like you like kippers too, I guess. Did you get your fish stolen? Why would you think that? Please, everything around at sea for so long, all we eat is fish. Fried fish fingers, fish stew, blanched fish, battered fish. I really don't want to see another fish on the dinner table. I've got 2 rare days of shore leave finally all lined up. No way I'm eating fish. In any case, I bought that fish for the cat anyway. But when is it going to let me stroke it? Why don't we catch it and see? Oh yeah, great idea. I know where it's pretty much liable to be. Let's hit it off on both sides. Okay. Little side mission. Get the cat. Yep. Meow. You quietly signal to Nachi. He tiptoes over from one side carefully, bends down and stretches out his hands, only for it to be swatted away by a fleeing cat. Fine. I guess they'll have to count as a stroke. What's this? Nazi picks up a coin from where the cat had been perching. Is this what it used to buy its fish? Goodness me, what a polite little kitty cat. No, you won't even let me stroke you. What a rude little kitty cat. Giving me a tiny little thing like that while you eat the fish I bought and paid for. You take me for the kind of human who can just be bought by mere money? Kitty cat. Actually, you don't have to pay a thing to eat any of my fish. Are you okay? He's being a bit bipolar? Or wishy-washy? That soft, silky kitty cat fur has slipped out of my grasp once more. What do I need a coin for? Here you go. Take this darn thing off my hands. Plenty more fish in the sea, aren't there? I'll be back to see my darling kitty cat tomorrow. And of course, another commemorative coin. But yeah, that's a little hideout. Okay, I'd never really... nope, I'd never really noticed that there's an opening on there. Okay.
Yeah, kind of nice. So you
Oh, I'm
can do
guessing...
a lot of things with these kind of containers.
Yeah. I believe it is... I'm not sure if I would call it a trend, but it is becoming more common that people are making houses out of these. And I'm guessing this is the door that leads into this. And this is the storage one, and hello. Sniper Bang Boo. Okay. You can see the entire port from this vantage point. I believe you can spot the target quickly. I won't let it go. Once I spot it, don't be stupid. The moment I spot that seagull, that fuck on that shit on my head, I'm giving it the special meal I prepared. I sent it shit to the lab, and the doctor said it is poor health from eating too many fries. Its diet needs a major overhaul ASAP. It's Seagull, don't underestimate my eyesight. No matter where you're hiding in this port, I will find you. I thought you had an ally in your war against the flying rats there for a moment.
What do you mean? I'm pretty sure that is an ally.
Well, he wants to improve the health of a seagull, so...
Oh.
Dad, why is seawater salty? Let me think. Have you ever tasted the flavor of tears? Yes, tears are salty. That's right, seawater is salty because there are sad sea monsters in the ocean crying tears. Why are the sea monsters crying? Once upon a time, all the sea monsters lived together carefree. Until one day, an accident happened. Suddenly, ocean currents changed and the hollows emerged, separating some poor sea monsters from their relatives and friends. Those lonely sea monsters always shed tears in the depths of the ocean, and that's how seawater became salty. That's terrible. Dad, let's never be apart. I don't want to shed tears in loneliness like the sea monsters. We'll be together forever, my little darling. I promise. Okay, that's one way to try and explain that, since, well, kids won't be able to understand the actual reasons and such. Yeah, another little busted bamboo. Okay, since we're here anyways, simple enough. There. And there. Okay. There's some intensive rewiring. Unbelievable! You want to buy? Fine, but knocking me out? What's happening? I managed to get some ingredients from the fry stand here, and was going to start a fry stand of my own to make some money on the side. To make my business stand out, I even copied a trick I saw on TV for interacting with customers. But just now when I was demonstrating it to another bamboo, it punched me and ran off. How rude. What kind of customer interaction technique? On TV, ice cream stands would tease customers by pulling back the cone before handing it over. So every time I fried up some fries, I'd do the same thing. Pull them back at the last second, over and over. I think I know why you got a beating. The fries are getting cold. I'll improve my defenses next time. This business venture isn't over. I'll stick with it, and one day I'll be the fry tycoon.
Oh, bloody heck.
Ugh, little idiots. I also got a coin for you. And once again, I forgot the freaking name of the philosopher. Ugh. Okay, 3 coins. Okay. Now, let's head back and stop Bernice from burning down the shop.
Maybe you should write that down?
No, which one? What?
The one you keep forgetting?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name is similar to Dionysus, the wine gods. Dionysius or something. It wasn't a CUS ending name, I think. It started with a D. Dionysus? I might be forgetting. I might be confusing it with the wine god name again. Anyways, Proxy, what a coincidence! Are you here to buy flowers because you're celebrating something too? I'm working as a part-time florist.
Look at her.
Yeah. So cute, yet also so extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
I see. That's great then. If it's you, Proxy, I'm sure you know exactly what kind of flowers I need. Also, the granny around the corner going, what are they calling Proxy? Or just calling public security as well. So, what's the happy occasion? Actually, a mining site near Blazewood that was operating illegally was shut down by public security recently. The site had always been marked by PubSec as a hollow disaster risk zone. But somehow the mining company found a way to keep operating behind the scenes, despite the risks. They weren't exactly quiet about it either. Pulkra's got good ears, and she hadn't had proper sleep in days. And she's just been dozing off here and there. It's really sad. He tried to dissuade them a few times, and even reported it to PubSec, but nothing ever came of it. And then a few days ago, the PubSec officers finally came with the papers and ordered them to cease and desist. Hooray. Right? This totally deserves a celebration bouquet. And plus I deserve one too. If they're the kind of bright and passionate flowers that can be planted, but also used for jazzing up and decorating my drinks, then they're perfect. Of course she wants to stick them into her drinks. Anyway, I think my other ring pal owes Miss Orchidea from you gardening a favor, so he recommended the shop to me. Running into you here is just the cherry on top, Proxy. Please prepare a flower arrangement that catches my eye. Just don't pick anything too delicate. After all, it's going to the outer ring, I don't want those fragile beauties to wither away too soon. To wither too soon. Oh, and don't forget to add some decorations. That way, at least I still have something nice to look at if the flowers don't make it, right? Oh, and Big Kitty seems to be allergic to certain flowers, so some of them won't do. Bernice's requirements are quite interesting. Then let's pick some accessories to go with the flowers and prepare a playful arrangement. Something lively, but not too delicate. Since Pulchra is with the Sons of Caledon now, it's best to avoid using lilies for the arrangement. Yeah, because lilies are toxic to cats. I think I got it.
Did not know that.
Okay, well, it's going through the outer ring, so gotta make it metal. Avoiding that like the plague. Let's see, we need a lot of charm. None of these have charm. Not too much softness. And, well, she wants accessories. Okay. Actually, what if we just stick... Okay, that doesn't reach enough charm. But that would have... Okay, it does need flowers as well. Good detail that it doesn't count the mushrooms as flowers. Let's see. Oh, Bernice wants the rose. Okay.
Wait.
Let's...
Yeah, you may want to screw it up.
Yeah, there we go. Now we've got all of it. Okay. So, rose and
It is
mushrooms.
both intention and courage.
Bernice's celebrative flowers. You especially avoided the flowers that Kitty can't touch. Now I'm just picturing Pulchra being OCD about poking at flowers like a cat. Okay, lamp branch and multicolor peony. Perfect. Flowers like these are made for celebrations, outer ring style. Bernice turns around suddenly and hastily pulls out a cat siren who has been peeping from the street corner. Pulchra. Hey, Proxy. I asked you before I left, Pulchra. What was it that you said again? Buying flowers is so pointless, I'm not going. Oh, that was Bernice imitating Pulchra there. Got that the wrong way around. Proxy, are the flowers she requested ready? Which ones are they? I knew you'd pretend that never happened. You were more like a fish than a cat with that 7-second memory, Pulchra. Have you been eating too much fish lately? If you're worried that my ride isn't suitable for the flowers, just say so. I just didn't expect someone to be foolish enough to strap a pot of flowers to the backseat of their bike and haul it across the sandy outer ring. As for me, I'm a cat siren. I'm allergic to... You're allergic to some flowers. Don't worry, I got you. Just ask the Proxy. I'm not sure to choose flowers you can actually enjoy. Let's head back. We'll get everyone together and have a good look at the flowers the Proxy picks for us. Bernice and Pulchra leave, bickering all the way. Oh, hello there. Going from the cats to the rats. A long time no see. So you're the stand-in manager for Dew Gardening today? No wonder I, your top-tier VIP member, can't even get the video store manager to watch a movie with me. It hasn't been that long. So that's what this is about. Well, you do have hobbies that are hard to pin down. Good thing that besides movies, I've also got favorite flowers. Well, not really flowers per se, more like little things that don't stand out, but have this sparkle and a hint of alluring danger, you know? But let's focus on the present. You've been honing your flower arranging skills lately, haven't you? And I happen to need some flowers. The theme is something like a heartbroken maiden offering parting flowers to her star-crossed lover. A bouquet then? No. If it were a bouquet, wouldn't the lover's guilt and sorrow wither away along with the flowers? Such intense emotion should stay with him for a long, long time. Just what are you plotting, Jane? So that every time he carefully tends to the flowers, he will be reminded of the girl who was just as lovely and cherished. Let me think. Cold, harsh reality cages the girl's love-filled heart. All her romantic sentiments are powerless against this prison. What do you think of this design? Such a complex scenario. Is it a prop for a stage play? You're a smart one. If the flowers truly capture the essence of my proposal, I'll buy you a ticket to the play. And what do you think? Is Jane really not messing with me? Let's figure out how to arrange this pot of flowers first. By using red flowers at the top for love-filled heart, pink flowers in the middle for romantic sentiments, and blue or purple flowers at the bottom for cold and harsh reality. If the flowers are romantic enough, that should meet Jane's requirements, right? I'll give it a try then.
Oh, for love of...
What?
I was looking around for what I had a flyer somewhere. It was from the game.
Once again? Okay, rose. Let's actually lay it on thick with these. There. And blue or purple. Let's see. Oh, she specifically wants the mushrooms. Okay. Bit of an odd arrangement like this. But it works. From red to purple, red to pink.
And courage.
A prop needed for Jane's stage play. Fiery passion enveloped by cold reality. No matter how romantic the words, they feel powerless in this moment. Nope. Butterfly, orchid, and tulip. Feeling that we got the last one. Ah, so these are the flowers. Maybe more romantic than what I was imagining. I'll take them with me, Anne. Did you forget something? What about the play? Oh, right, I have to take it with me. Jane casually pulls out a sticky note and effortlessly scribbles a line on it. 10 minutes, Ballet Twins Road. Enjoy the show. Don't miss the opening act of the show, manager. You even have a small cameo in it. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene this time. To intervene in time. With the pot of flowers, with a long and complicated backstory, Jane heads toward Ballet Twins. It should be a good time to follow and check it out now.
Oh, bloody heck.
Also, give me a moment there. Okay, just have to click something away. Yep, still loading. Okay. The game is selected, right? There we go. Oh, you again. And you as well. Best seats. I'm sorry. Hold up. Jane looks a bit different now. She's already in disguise. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is another case of where a character is not actually wearing the outfit that we're seeing. But they'll, well, just didn't want to change out some... they didn't want to make them an entirely new costume just for this. I love you, I really do. My family, my life, and everything else about me. I don't deserve you, but at least these flowers can stay by your side in my stead. This pot of flowers, it's better than me. It won't disrupt your life, nor bring shame to your family like I would. As long as you take care of it, it'll bring you peace whenever you look at it. No, Astral, don't leave me! Who is Astral? I don't want to either. But you should take these flowers with you. Make sure to take good care of them. When a gentle breeze passes by and the petals brush against the leaves, that soft rustle will be my last whisper, left behind at your side. No, I won't listen. This isn't our end. It can't be. The elegantly dressed man refused. Elegantly? Again, using stand-ins for, well, what they didn't have the time to or didn't want to do. The elegantly dressed man refuses to accept the final gift from his beloved. Amidst the struggle, the flower pot slips from Jane's hands and shatters on the ground. Suddenly, Jane's words from earlier come to mind. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene in time. This must be the moment Jane hinted at. Jane appears to panic the moment someone else shows up. You! Why are you here? Why are you still involved with him? No, at least give me some time. Give me time to say goodbye. Should I do this one?
No. Oh no.
Oh yes. Are you leaving me for him? You're being completely unreasonable. A blue blood like you will only bring her misfortune. She belongs with me. Fine, maybe you're right. But it was never my intention. I truly love her. Taking advantage of the man's moment of hesitation, you pretend to drag Jane away. As she's being pulled along, she puts on a teary voice, while also casually wiping off her makeup. Finally, you reach a spot out of his sight. We can talk here. He won't hear us. Supporting actor? You don't like the name? It's inspired... Astral supporting... It's inspired by the superstar from Redo. And hey, your little improv just now was really impressive, manager. Anyway, back to where we were. And I was just reminded of something by something in the background. Notice something about the crossing light?
What the heck? What?
It's a
Why
bang
are you on
boo.
it? Oh, bang boo!
I guess that goes to show just how integrated Bang Boo have become, huh? That they just replaced the stick figure on the crossing signs.
Oh dear.
Okay. That gentleman's family holds some influence over mining affairs in the Outer Ring. To get intel, one of my colleagues spent several weeks engaging in a little knock-knock romance with him.
Wait.
But he's rather stubborn, so the whole breakup part got handed off to me. Okay, so one of your colleagues had you break up a pen pal romance? Wouldn't that be called catfishing, or in your case, ratfishing? Good question. Strictly speaking, I guess you could say I was being a bit deceptive, a bit. But, manager, judging by how well you played along just now, no matter how you look at it, we're accomplices now. As my accomplice, I need you to keep our little secret.
Oh no.
That flower arrangement from earlier. Such a pity. If you'd arrived just a bit earlier, it wouldn't have ended up shattered. Perhaps the Lord would have even let me take the flowers back. I guess that counts as a little slip-up in your performance. Now you owe me a romantic gift, right? Be sure to make it up to me when you get the chance. Me? At least things are always interesting with Jane involved, huh?
Oh dear.
Okay. I do wonder when the next time might be when she shows up in the story or an event. Because that is a thing with Hoyoverse games as well, of course. In general, that, well, with the story moving forward, always introducing new areas and new characters and such, the old cast does, well, does... neglected would not be the right word, but they do, well, stop appearing as frequently as, of course, but there are often events that have them reappearing when you're revisiting an old area or such for a festival or such. Oh, and Ink wants out of the room. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, she's been in the room the whole time, but she was just, well, being lazy under the bed. So I didn't put the icon up. Okay. Anton? This can't go wrong. You agree, right, bro? Roxy? Orchidea isn't here? That's okay. I'm sure your tastes are just as good as Orchidea's. Are you here to buy flowers, Anton? What kind of flowers do you like? Not for myself. Honestly, I'd rather have a full pot of pretty decorations that don't need any upkeep. If they light up, even better. But I think Ben has something else in mind. He specifically asked me to buy a flower pot. I bet he's planning to start growing flowers. Yeah, please pick the most expensive flowers for him. I'm not the type to be stingy with my bros. Ben's gonna be over the moon when he gets super fancy flowers. Really? Are you sure? Foxy, are you doubting my judgment? Look, here's the message Ben sent me. Bring me a flower pot, a heavy one, clear as day. If he wasn't planning to start growing flowers, why would he buy a pot of flowers? He wants a flower pot, not a pot of flowers, but since you're paying... Besides, given how meticulous Ben is and his usual interests, suddenly wanting to grow flowers makes perfect sense. When you put it like that, that does make sense. Absolutely, trust me on this. Please arrange a flower pot with all the most expensive flowers in the shop for Ben. As for the pot itself, it has to be metal and heavy enough to avoid getting knocked over at the construction site. And Ben is as thoughtful as ever. I even saved the money I was going to spend on my bro's upkeep. I'm gonna be the one to protect the first step on Ben's path to becoming a gardener.
I may have an idea what's going on.
Yeah, he's jumping the gun a bit on this, huh? Anton's request is simple enough. Metal flower pot with the most expensive flowers. But is that really what Ben meant? Okay, I'll give it a try.
It's either to be used as a coffee mug or honey?
Okay, let's see. Lamp branch. Up there. Let's see, and then the most expensive one. That's going to be the butterfly orchid. Let's put these on dense. And let's see, the mushrooms are the most expensive one. Okay, there we go. And yeah, just simple.
Happiness is like the fluttering shadow of a butterfly moving toward you.
Anton's floral arts starting point creation for Ben. Ben is so thoughtful. This bouquet will surely be well taken care of. Okay, now we got a carved base. Okay. These flowers look amazing. I don't know much about the language of flowers and all that, but looking at this pot of flowers really puts me in a good mood. Is this why everyone is so into that floral design thing? Once things settle down at the side, my bro and I will come to learn from you. My bro's great at loosening soil, so he's bound to be a pro at growing flowers. By the way, since these flowers were prepared by you, how about joining me at Grand Street construction site? Sneeze?
Thank you. Yes, that was a sneeze.
Okay, just wanted to be sure, so I'll edit that out later. Everyone hasn't seen you in a while. We missed you. We've missed you. That's a bit too mushy. Saying things like that really throws me off. But hey, Ben is there too. If you go, you could also explain the meaning behind these flowers? Sounds good. I was just wondering, why does Ben even need a flower pot in the first place? Don't overthink it. Just wait for Ben to shower us with praise. When the big guy sees how expensive the flowers I brought back are, he'll be so touched he might even cry. I can think of a different reason why he would cry. Okay.
I'm curious.
That one again. It's a good thing that this is coming out of Anton's salary, huh?
Yeah, also, just a moment. Wait a moment. I want to see this, but I need to fix my nose. Since, you know what happens at times when one sneezes.
Yeah.
And I always need to fix my nose afterwards.
Yeah. Another reason why I just keep a roll of toilet paper nearby.
Don't use toilet paper. Use regular tissue paper. Toilet paper will dry out your nose and make your nose itch. So just use the face paper or whatever it's called in English.
Face paper, okay. But yeah,
right,
tissue paper would be the right words.
It's. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, we used the. I forgot the English word for the other word, but the first word, what we call them in Swedish, would translate to face, so.
Face paper, I'm going to use that.
If it's called,
Clean yourself up with some face paper.
Yeah, I think it would translate word for word as face napkins? Question mark?
In Dutch, we just stole the English word for it, though I get the feeling that might have come from different languages as well. We just call them tissues as well. Anyways, time to see Ben get a heart attack.
Wait, almost. Almost.
Proxy, you're here!
Just a moment.
Well, that's the laugh of someone who knows he fucked up.
Just a moment, I need to throw away this.
Okay. Just checking around my room to see if Oscar snuck in at some point or not. He's been visiting a bit more frequently as well. Probably looking for ink. Yeah, welcome back.
I was just saying to Big Ben, this flower pot you designed is fire! Yeah, Big Ben loves it. Right? Ben?
Right. Like I said, the Proxy has a pair of small and dexterous hands, perfect for flower arranging. I love the potted flowers you prepared, Proxy. Just these expenses. I better keep a good record of them.
Just that oh so forced smile there.
What are you mumbling about? Did Anton get something wrong? If there's something you want to say, just say it.
We really can't hide anything from you. Why would anyone want to buy flower pots if not for flowers?
My bad. I should have explained it more clearly. When I told Anton I wanted flower pots, I really did mean I just wanted the flower pot itself. It's because of these two little troublemakers. They keep knocking over their bowls.
The dogs. The two little dogs play to the side, biting at each other's muzzles and rolling around on the ground in a mock fight. At the same time, you can hear them whining and knocking things over as if the supplements Ben's words.
I hear that if you have a wild hound at home, you could get a really big, heavy flower pot to feed them. They wouldn't be able to knock it over. So I wanted to buy a heavy flower pot to use as a bowl for their water.
I see. That's why Anton's request sounded so odd. Just give it to me straight next time.
My bad for being too hasty. I'll make sure to be more careful next time.
Just as you are about to set the pot aside, a familiar figure appears. Oh? Hey!
Are you here on business too, Belle?
What are you doing here, Orchidea?
I haven't been slacking. I'm actually fulfilling my duties as temporary manager for Dew Gardening. Since the shop promises to deliver flowers to customers' doors, it's normal for me to be out handling that.
Orchidea eyes the pot of flowers Anton bought from Dew Gardening, the really expensive one.
It seems, with your skills and sales, our most expensive flowers will be sold out in no time.
Oh, right. Miss Orchidea. You're here for that, right? We've looked around, but we only found...
Only found.
Yes.
These 2 dogs.
Okay. What were you even looking for? Actually, I think we can guess what. The clue's been found. The 2 so-called wild hounds are currently whining due to not having sturdy enough food bowls.
Thank you for your hard work. It's not your fault. That flower is truly rarer than I could have imagined.
I'm picturing Anton just trying to sneak away like he's fucking Dick Dastardly right now, just comically tiptoeing away.
Either way, you have my gratitude. I'll figure it out. Well then, my temporary manager and I will be taking our leave.
Of course! But, would you two mind, when you have time?
I got it. I'll bring another flower pot once I get some time. A stone one should work, right?
Sounds great!
You and Orchidea head back to the flower shop. Just the typical Bellabog antics, huh? Okay, it's taking a bit to load again. There we go. Thank you for your hard work, part-time manager. Looks like it's almost closing time. Did anything special happen today? Pass on Lycon's message. Ah, I understand. This really takes a weight off my shoulders. Now I just need to continue visiting the flower suppliers I had arrangement with. Once I get the right flowers, I'll make sure to send them back properly. A familiar bamboo with a neck pillow and work bag passes by tiredly. It's the kind-hearted flower shop manager and florist. Oh, my sunflowers are blooming beautifully. They're so full of energy that several flower heads are even competing for space above the vase. Evidently my flower care skills are still with me. Looking at them before heading out in the morning instantly lifts my mood. How's your work going? Terrible. Getting even worse. My boss's arrogance has somehow turned into a strange anxiety, spreading all over the office. He keeps shouting things like, "Then go find it! Are we just going to stand by and let them stop working?" while pacing back and forth. I don't get it at all. I think I might have understood a little. Could it be this much of a coincidence? The happiness I get from the sunflowers can only last so long. To ease my boss's anxiety and keep him from causing trouble, I had no choice but to work overtime late into the night. Oh, you poor thing. Here's a bouquet of daisies. They don't need much space to grow and should complement your sunflowers nicely. And thank you for your kindness, good-hearted manager. I'm not sure when I'll finally get out of this mess and bring home a pot of flowers of my own. And see you next time. Overtime Boo leaves. Poor little thing. It seems like a very dedicated programmer. I hope it can find a better job. Oh, and I'll need to trouble you with helping out at Dew Gardening a little longer. But since there's no longer the pressure of searching for Nineveh, and not as many suppliers I need to visit, I'll be back to take over the flower shop soon. Nineveh? I mentioned this name before. Until then, I'll be counting on you. And, well, things are starting to tie together, huh?
Yep, and wait. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay. Let's see then. I may as well grab some of the rewards here. Okay, 200 poly. Okay, 800,000 in revenue. Well, we're past halfway there. How high up does this actually go again? Oh, 800,000 for the commemorative photo. Okay, I thought that I wasn't looking to the right here, so I thought that was going to be for the next of these. But no, at 600, 650, 7... Okay, every 50,000 it gives another one. For another reward. Okay. Yeah, something else, something that often happens with Hoyo events as well is that you can get the premium currency pretty easily, but there's always one for higher scores or difficulties, but you won't get polychrome out of that. So you don't need to you don't need to shove your face against a grindstone to get the most valuable rewards. These are just overflow. Okay. Let's see. A little note here. Okay, technically speaking, we did jump the gun a bit with this one, since this one was supposed to happen, well, after the other events, but I don't think, from what I remember, I don't really think any or too many characters show up in those that show up here. A few, probably. But nothing too specific, I recall. I think. Well, there is one, but yeah, we'll see about that then. Since I don't think we'll really have much time past this event, seeing as we have just a tad over an hour left. Let's see. Yeah. I've been thinking about some other games to stream eventually, some maybe sooner than others, and yeah, once we're done, let me actually take a look at the last stream schedule that I put up, which I haven't made a new one of in quite a few weeks, so I probably should get to that eventually. But yeah, I do believe after once for the Earth. I'm trying to find a word and failing to find it, but yeah, I do know. Stream schedule there, the stream plan. Welcome back again. Yeah, Mass Effect and then Cyberpunk. I was blanking for a bit if it was Cyberpunk and then Mass Effect that was planned. But yeah, between the Mass Effect games, I do want to stream 2 other games, just to have a bit more variety, and we'll have to see if we put anything between Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda, if we do Andromeda as well. That would be mostly new for me because, well, I gave up on that game because it was too glitchy at the time. But from what I've heard and all, it is stable now. But, so yeah, we could put it up for streaming as well, with the caveats that if it does prove to be glitchy still, somehow, that, yeah, that we're just going to drop it right there and then. Okay, we've got some more orders that we can do. Hello there, Elfie. Okay. Manager, I didn't expect you to know so much about floral design. A friend of mine wants to nurture the mind and spirit, so I thought to get a pot of flowers as her birthday present. She's the lead singer of a rock band. As for flower arranging, let's just say she's completely clueless. Plus, her daily schedule is far from normal. In the interest of the flowers, maybe we should stick to using only decorative elements. A pot of decorative accessories? To nurture the mind and spirits? It does sound a bit odd, but I think it's better this way. Also, considering my friend's style, could you be creative with the accessory colors? Using accessories of 3 different colors. Would that make an everlasting pot of flowers? That actually sounds pretty good. I'll put it together right away. Okay, that would probably work for overtime booze, no care reason, but well, I think he'd at least want actual flowers and not just decorations. Okay. So the Tranquil Crescent Moon, Lamp Branch, and we've only got 1 accessory here. Does need to be... There we go. Or no? Oh, yellow. Yellow. Huh. Okay, we're lacking... Yeah, I don't think we can do this one right now. Required flowers. Oh. Right. For some reason, the mushrooms count as accessory. Well, mushrooms aren't exactly flowers, but they're not exactly plastic either and such. Oh well.
Caramel Dream makes one feel as though they are immersed in the sweetness of a fairy tale.
Well, at least one part of this is alive and not... Okay.
What the heck?
A pot without flowers looks beautiful too. Now my friend won't have anything to complain about. Also, is there a certain irony about an intelligent construct asking us to make an artificial flower arrangement, I guess?
Dear.
Let's wait until she truly believes in nurturing the mind and spirit before diving into the discussion. Oh, snap. Yep. Hello, I like a pot of flowers that can be used as a photography prop. What kind of flowers do you like? Should I do the arrangement? Now, this prop is very important. I've carefully designed its color scheme, shape of the flowers, and spacing to fit the scene for the shot perfectly. I've also prepared a sketch. Let's go with this. Snap really knows what it wants. Then let's make the arrangement based on the sketch it drew. And let me look at the sketch. Okay. Sometimes customers want a flower arrangement that looks exactly like the one in the picture. Please pay attention to the spacing of the flowers to ensure it matches the picture. Go for it. Okay, so a cerulean pot with, yeah, the butterfly orchid in this variation. Then it's the bellflower in that arrangement. And last but not least, yeah, that about matches, I think.
Happiness is like the fluttering shadow of a butterfly moving toward you.
Plucked from flowing waters with the distant spring in full bloom, with this vagrant mist I casually offered a gentle breeze. Ah, just like this. The result is just as good as I imagined. Thank you. Oh, hello, Ray. Haven't seen her in a while since, well, she is always at the military outpost. Someone new from the Institute is coming to the outpost for the shift. I want to gift her a pot of flowers. On one hand, it's to show our welcome, and on the other, it's to let the newcomer know that Scott Outpost's not the terrible place they believe it to be. I want a very warm, rare, and expensive flower to show my sincerity. The structure can be more open, just like what I'm trying to get across to the newcomer. That workload at the outpost is actually very reasonable and loose. Is it really? It's hard to explain. But anyway, let's not raise any red flags at this stage. Arranging red, yellow, pink, and similarly warm-colored rare flowers into a loose formation. Raven requested an expensive arrangement herself. This should be quite simple. I feel guilty for helping you with this, but I will arrange it properly. Okay, since it's going to Scott Outpost, better make sure it stays put. Let's see. High rarity. Red, pink, and yellow colors. Nope. Roses then. Peony. And we've got... I guess this one here then, though that doesn't meet the rarity example. None of these have it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they all need to be sparse. Okay. There we go. Not sure what this would say about the workload.
Combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
Since, well, most of it is artificial and such. Okay. Wow, this looks amazing. Getting a welcome gift like this will surely make her happy. As for the actual work pace, I'll tell her in a day or two. When she can't escape anymore, huh? Oh, hello there, old Doogie. Hello, I'd like to buy some flowers for the shop. There's no need for overly expensive flowers, common ones will do. Since customers come and go every day, it makes it easier for me to replace things if they knock it over. I want the overall feel to be gentle and soothing. After all, people come to my store for relaxation. By the way, it would be even better if you could use flowers that can be made into essential oils. I've said this plenty of times, but when they say essential oils, they mean the made from essence of, not essential to living and such. That is where all those MLMs, well, outright lie to get people to buy their shit. Prepare a budget-friendly pot of flowers for old Doogie using ordinary but gentle flowers. Easy, but flowers that can be used for essential oils? Roses or lilies should work well, right? Okay, I get it. Alright then. Let's go with the least breakable pots. The rose. And focus on softness. Lily, and there we go.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
Well, I guess if any customers get hungry, they can also just pick one of these. If they are actually edible, which I doubt. It looks like those were woven like a basket of sorts. These flowers are perfect for my shop, thank you. If you have time, don't forget to visit my store. It'll surely help relieve some fatigue. Okay, Howl.
What?
Okay. Howl is carrying a photo in his mouth. It pats the photo placed on the ground with its broad paw, then lowers its head and nudges it with its nose a couple of times. Whoop whoop. Owl lifts its head and calls out twice, then tilts its head sideways and looks over, appearing pleased. Owl is so clever, it can even help buy flowers. In that case, let's prepare the pot of flowers based on this photo. Take the chance to pet Owl's head. wait here, don't run off. Okay then, worthy... That looks more like a form of straw, though, I will fully say. Let's see. Purple. Yep, someone being heavy with the front door again. Then again, the front door is rather heavy. Tulips. That looks like the correct density. And water lily. Let's see. There we go. That one needs to be dense. Okay.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
Yeah, there's only a limited amount of lines that Orchidea has for this event with this. Let's see. Woo! Seeing the finished product, Howl wags its tail at lightning speed. It takes 2 steps closer and gently bumps its head into you as if showing approval. How the heck is he going to carry that, though? Okay. And that's all we have access to with that, so let's continue. Oh, hello there. Okay, what are you plotting now? Red and very rare? Proxy? You here to buy flowers too? I didn't know you were into gardening. Don't tell me you're trying to steal my business. Not unless you're opening a flower shop. What's your game plan this time? Me? I just discovered a money-making opportunity that only the sharpest hollow raiders can sniff out. I do need a pot of flowers. If you're currently helping Orchidea do gardening, then I guess I'll place more orders with you. What are you getting into this time? Shh, I've got this super reliable middleman. He says there's a mining company boss out there hunting for a specific pot of flowers. Apparently it's a pink, extremely rare and exotic flower with the name of an ethereal. He mentioned all his other partners have been coming back empty-handed. And so someone with connections like me is his last resort. This flower you're talking about isn't exactly easy to find. What's the big deal? The request I got is pretty straightforward. Just help me arrange something based on it. Don't you have any pink flowers that are special enough here? Those flowers that match my hair color and have glorious blooms. They're lovely, even if they don't check all the boxes, right? Oh, and by the way, I'm on a bit of a budget. Can't go overboard. Does she even know what she's saying? But since she said on it, let's roll with pink flowers and arrange something rare and exotic enough for her. And keep it within her budget too. Since you said on it, I'll help you prepare the flowers. Is trying to scam someone again.
Oh, bloody
okay. Yeah. These all cost the same no matter what. But for this one, let's go with the carved base. Let's see. Z1's the peony. There. And then she just wants it to be rare. So let's go with the butterfly orchid. And the water lily. And that's below her budget. Yep. Really? Really, Nicole? Just check the purple, the bonus. Plus 200, yeah. Whereas with the others it's been 30,000 or something. You're lucky we like you, little cheapskate.
Shadow of a butterfly moving toward you.
The essential materials for Nicole's big deal. Who will get what they desire this time? And they call it a big deal. King's flower and snapdragon. Guess we better be careful with our fingers, huh? Not bad, not bad. What a beautiful pot. Let's check the bill. You're kidding me, right? Roxy, why don't you tell me more about this flower shop business? Do you make this much money in just a few minutes all the time? Didn't your middleman tell you about Nineveh? Shh. You really take me for the kind of uninformed and self-deluded Hollow Raider proxy? Nineveh. We cunning hairs have always steered clear of Hollow Zero. We knew nothing about that giant ethereal. However, my greedy middleman has been begging me non-stop to seal this big deal. He even paid half the deposit up front. He just wanted a pink, extremely rare and exotic flower with the name of an ethereal. Then I'd say the one you gave me fits the bill perfectly. Besides, I went out of my way to visit the florist with the most complete selection around, and even spent almost a tenth of the deposit in Denny's. I'd say I've got more than I'd say I've more than fulfilled my end of the bargain, right? Really? Almost forgot. Nicole always keeps an ace up her sleeve. As for the final tricky requirement, I think you haven't named this plant yet, right, Proxy? Fortunately, I had Ambi help me look up some info before I left. How about naming this flower Geppetto? You can just do that? We're just gonna name it Geppetto? Nicole cheerfully walks away with her potted plants. Yep. I think Zuyen just smelled a scam and came running. That flower pot is going to blow up in Nicole's face like a stick of dynamite. Manager? Zuyen looks up at the Dew Gardening sign. I thought I was losing my mind from doing overtime. I was sure this place was a flower shop. So you've been helping Orchidea and Dew Gardening with business, Belle? That's right. And what would you like to order, Zuyen? It has been a tricky case lately that requires on-site investigation in Blazewood. I've been working overtime for several weeks now. I finally have some free time this weekend to visit home, so I'm planning on bringing a pot of flowers for my parents. Hopefully it'll ease their nagging. But I still haven't decided what to get them. What kind of flowers do the other customers usually like? You want dark-colored flowers or lighter ones? Would it be possible to have both? I'm thinking a mix of dark and light colors would look better. What do you think? Sure, of course. What about the spacing? Can it be a mix of loose, spacious arrangement and some densely packed compact elements? The different parts of flowers should be able to handle various combinations, right? Certainly. What about the overall style? My mom likes gentle flowers, but that... my mom likes gentle flowers, but Dad prefers ones with more character. Can it be gentle and interesting at the same time? Yep. People are being so rude with the camera, huh? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Sorry, are my requests a bit too much? Can you really manage all of that in a single pot? Are there any other requests? It's okay to add more requests? Well, I saw a flower last time that had warm gradient colored petals with a unique shape. But I forgot its name. If you can find it, please include some in the arrangement for me. Did I grab a notebook for this? A pot of flowers with interwoven light and dark colors and dynamic spacing. Some parts more spacious, others more compact. It also needs to be both graceful and playful. Easy peasy. I'll go get the flowers right away. Okay, so 6 softness.
Oh.
Okay. Let's just start with the wooden again. Okay. King's flower. Let's see. Let's go with that. Light colors. A lot of softness and a lot of charm. Does this count? Okay, it still counts even though it's an accessory. And let's see. Oh, the Snapdragon, that's what she wanted. There we go. And let's go with that. That's all of them.
The King of Flowers effortlessly commands admiration.
The pot of flowers Zenless prepared for her parents. She worked very hard, almost fulfilling every requirement like she always does. Client-orientated creation. Sunset umbrella and memorial flower. Okay. Wow, it turns out such a combination really exists. Thank you, manager. Though I will fully admit I don't really think yellow and pink counts as light and dark, but oh well. If I need fresh flowers or potted plants next time, can I come to you again? I'll be here for another few days, always ready to help. By the way, I remember you having some friends in Blazewood? I recently sealed off an illegal mine near Blazewood for operating inside a hollow disaster risk zone. However, I've heard that some of the mine's owners' associates have been plotting to restart operations, even put some effort into making it happen. If your friends find out that they're resuming operations, please let me know. No problem. I'll remember that. It feels like there's a subtle connection between all the events that have happened recently. It took you so long to notice, Belle? Is the topic too serious? You look concerned. Don't worry too much. Public security won't let issues like this get away. I'll head back now then. If you hear anything, just call me. Zuyan, with some effort... go ahead.
Just a moment, I need to grab something.
Okay. Zuyan, with some effort, leaves with the intricately arranged flower pot. Oh. Hello there, Mr. Pretty Boy. Okay. A bit of a stretch. And I'm not hearing anything scratch at the door. So neither Ink nor Oscar are trying to get in. Then again, Ink has a habit of just sitting in front of the door, expecting someone to telepathically know that she's there. So I'm just going to check. Nope. Okay. Let's see then. Just realized that if we do decide to stream Mass Effect Andromeda as well, we don't have... I'm not sure what to put between 3 and that.
I might have an idea.
No?
Something related to a game we talked about recently that had sort of got a sequel recently.
Let's see. Space related or...
No, shop related.
Okay, yeah, that... It would break with the theme a bit, yeah, but that would be a nice little short game to put in between.
Yeah, and also a bit of a change of pace.
Well, it definitely would be with what I'm planning to put between the other Mass Effects as well, but that would be a much bigger change, yeah.
Yeah, but also, let's be honest, you don't want to have a issue where you do too much of one theme for too long time.
True.
Otherwise, you will burn out on it like you did with the RTS.
Yeah. Let's see. Vivian told me that Lord Phaethon has become a part-time florist at Do Gardening. Naturally, I'm here to offer support. It just so happens that I want to send a flower pot to my friend. Would you kindly help me arrange one? Sure, of course. So what kind of flowers do you want, Hugo? Now that I think about it, I doubt my friend would appreciate overly expensive flowers. Then that settles the budget. Could you please arrange a pot of cheap flowers for me? What's wrong? Are you worried about the sales manager? Don't worry. I prepared a big surprise for you. You'll see once the arrangement is ready. By the way, I don't have many specific requirements for the flowers, but I do think the choice of flower pot is very important. An intricately carved flower pot adds to the beauty of the flowers. And if it's also heavy enough, then it doubles as a handy weapon within reach. Okay, who do you plan to piss off, Hugo? Hearing Hugo's words after going through Zhu Yan's request is really throwing me off. Then let's go with pot of the cheapest flowers. I'll get to arranging then. Okay, carved base and cheap as B. Daisies and Evolvulus. That's probably how it's supposed to be said. Okay.
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
White bird with flowers. Hugo's gift to a friend. The strange customer only made requests about the flower pot. So who will receive this useful weapon? Nope. Nineveh. I'm sure you've already received my gift, right, manager? It's all yours to do with as you see fit. I have other business to take care of for now. Wait, don't go yet.
What's the matter, manager? Is my present not to your liking?
Isn't this the rare flower Victoria Housekeeping's been looking for? Nineveh? Where did you get it from?
Okay, so that's how you say it. Nineveh.
Before Vivian mentioned it, I had never heard of a flower that feeds upon the hollows for nutrients like an ethereal, nor a flower that looks like a symbiotic ethereal.
Wait, what?
However, it is something that a client of Victoria Housekeeping wanted, so it's not surprising it's rather unique.
Okay, who did you steal it from?
So I asked around. Let me guess. Did Lycon say something like, "This flower requires an extremely difficult and specific environment and is far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero"?
Okay, I don't think it's word for word, but that is very accurate to what he said. Yep.
As expected of Hugo. Even the description you gave is almost word for word what Lycon said.
Well, that's because these are facts we both know of. I managed to find an elusive flora expert who likes these kinds of flowers and planted a few at home. A flower so rare and precious that most haven't even heard of it is to another person merely a small part of their hobby. It's quite normal for it to be that way, no? In any case, I came to inform you the moment I obtained the flower.
So, the arrangement was just an excuse to give us a present in return.
Hugo, you sure are being generous. Is it because Lycon said...
That he didn't want a certain someone to put themselves in danger to get this flower? And it didn't matter if even he couldn't fulfill his client's wish? Allow me to assure you, in the process of obtaining Nineveh and gifting it to you, no person nor ethereal came to harm. In fact, no one even got close to Hollow Zero. Please, accept it, dear manager. Just take it as if a bird flew by with flowers in its beak and dropped it from the sky as a gift for you, Of course, since it is a surprise gift, there should be no need to tell anyone where you obtained it.
I found the Nineveh you mentioned. Master Proxy? As I thought, there's nothing you can't do. Rita and I had already prepared for the event that we can't fulfill the client's additional requests. That said, thank you for putting so much effort into our commission. Wait a moment, I'll be there soon. I'm waiting for you at the flower shop. Okay, let's see if he's going to buy it. Shortly after sending the message, Lycon appears. There we go. May you gather more.
Yeah.
Are they really Nineveh?
Said I missed the icon for how the flower looked.
We'll get to see it in a bit. Master Proxy, where did you find Nineveh? Are you injured? It's from a mysterious kind person. What kind of mysterious kind person could deliver such a precious flower? 1, 2, 3. You go. Yes, you go. However, you've always been well connected to Master Proxy, so I won't pry any further. Lycon seems to pause for a moment when he sees a certain flower. These flowers look familiar. Which ones? Tell me. It's this small and ordinary purple flower, but it's very resilient. You can find it everywhere in the wild. It's edible and can also be used for emergency treatment. But it's really just a plain flower, so I wouldn't expect it at a florist's. You must be mistaken. Sorry for taking up your time again. Let's focus on the rare flowers our client is concerned about. The banquet is about to begin, so I can't be away for long. Could you arrange the flower pot with Nineveh and deliver it to the VIP suite at Starloop Tower? I'll wait for you at the elevator entrance. Apologies, but the client's banquet is on the top floor, and he's very cautious with security, so I can't bring you up with me. However, I will ensure the full reward he promised is forwarded to you. Let's start with the pot of flowers. How do you want it arranged, Lycon? Actually, apart from Nineveh itself, the rest of the arrangement is merely decorative. However, Rena instructed me that the pots should ideally have a metal base to match the banquet's lighting, decor, and atmosphere. Also, to highlight Nineveh's color, all accompanying flowers and decorations should ideally be purple. Nineveh, purple decorations, and a metal base. The requirements are clear. Get started right away. Okay, metal base. Let's see. Purple. Nineveh. Okay, that does somewhat resemble Nineveh's face, huh? Or what's, well, goes for a face with that thing. Okay, and the mushrooms. That should be everything. Yep. And a big bonus to go along with it.
Honest and humble, like a hermit, standing beyond the hustle and bustle.
Lycon's pot of flowers for our clients. Maybe the attention of the important people is truly hard to grasp. Either way, this pot of flowers is incredibly pricey. Okay. Let's go deliver it. Potted plant is ready. Now to take it to Starloop and hand it to Lycon. Okay, then. And that should be us closing in on the end of this. You're as punctual as ever. You hand the pot with Nineveh to Lycon. Ah, what a beautiful arrangement. It really highlights Nineveh's character. You even added some viola. It's perfect here. Rena was right. Master Proxy truly has a talent for floral design. Thank you so much for this. You're very welcome. There are still a few things I need to prepare for the banquet, so I'll excuse myself. Butler has prepared some snacks for you. Please feel free to relax here for a while, if you have the time from all your business affairs. It snuck out of the banquet kitchen specifically to serve you. Okay. A very thoughtful Bangbu. Over here. Oh, hello. Oh, so this is that formal thing you were going on about. Delicious. I'll have one more serving of that. No, make it 10. At least you're having a great time. As soon as you get close, Masa spots you. Proxy? Again, what is it? Just stop calling me that in public. You got an invitation to that boring banquet upstairs too? And I'm picturing he's dressed in a full-on suit. Like, from neck to toes, covered in just overly priced black. Huh? I don't get it. It's not anything to be proud of, so why invite so many people for it? Ah, you're here. Please give me a moment. Miss Sukaku has already requested 10 more servings of snacks. Sorry about that. Could you please tend to Bell first? Sukaku has already had plenty. However, if Sukaku hasn't insisted, we probably wouldn't have come out for this field work anyway. So now she's all full. Chief's doing some training and never even showed up, which leaves our poor deputy chief upstairs being the face of the party. Yanagi being hung out to dry again, huh? So this banquet in Nineveh, what exactly is going on? Well, I don't think it's right for you to hear it from me. How about we just sit down, relax, and treat ourselves to these beautiful waffles by our elite butler? Though you haven't figured out what's happening, at least the waffles are amazing. Not long into your break, you hear a commotion from the elevator area. Sukaku's too busy stuffing her face to talk.
Wait, look behind you.
Hmm?
Oh, wait, is that the one from the newsstand?
Okay, right after this, we're going to check over there to be sure. Ma'am, please don't enter the VIP lounge just yet. Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? Look, I have a VIP pass for crying out loud. No, I was just trying to let you know that the floor is a bit slippery over there. I just cleaned it. What are you implying? You think I'm too old to walk on my own? Okay, ma'am, please calm down. I'm just worried you might slip and fall. Whatever, I've got a VIP pass. my son paid for it. I'm a VIP. I don't need your excuses. Of course, ma'am. Please watch your steps. And then we walk away, we hear a crash, and she still blames him somehow. You go. What are you up to?
Dear manager, you've given the Nineveh that I brought you to Lycon, correct?
I gave the flower arrangement with Nineveh to Lycon already, yeah. Is there a problem?
Of course not.
Okay, you have something planned.
That's the real deal, all right. Their client must be delighted. However, I'm guessing you don't know the details behind this banquet.
There's been too many coincidences lately. I can guess the gist of it at this point.
Then I'll fill you in on the details, shall I? As you've probably guessed, this time, Victoria Housekeeping's client has many controversial businesses. One involves a high-quality mine near Blazewood. They only just managed to estimate the value of that mine a few days ago. It's worth an inordinate amount of Denny's, enough to make the owner jump for joy. However, as I'm sure you know, Outer Ring Hollows are quite unstable. Not long after, the area was deemed to be at high risk for hollow disasters. Fearing potential safety concerns, PubSec ordered them to stop work. Naturally, The owner awakened from his fantasy of making a fortune and didn't want to let go of his cash cow. After asking around, he decided to ask for help from a certain powerful individual. Yes, that honored guest upstairs. It's not difficult to find out that honored guest's preferences. What he cares about most is his dear daughter and the flowers he keeps at home. Nineveh.
Wait, so you actually did steal the flowers from him?
It's not your style to help someone who would ignore hollow disaster risks and safety concerns for profit like that.
Now, don't put it that way. I just simply can't bear to watch a dear friend fail to complete his client's request. That's all.
It somehow feels like Hugh has other plans. What exactly is he trying?
Look at the time. The situation upstairs should have settled by now.
Lycon appears beside Hugo.
Is that so?
Too late to sneak out now.
You seem to know a lot.
Lycon, what are you doing here? How's the situation with the banquet and Nineveh?
My client's wishes were dashed the moment he gifted Nineveh to the honored guest.
Oh?
He was impatient to make an impression and rushed to find out what that honored guest liked, but failed to ascertain the meaning behind the flower. He wanted to curry favor with his gift, but knew nothing of the person he was attempting to please. That gentleman did not favor Nineveh for its rarity or beauty, but instead because his friend sacrificed their life for him, allowing him to escape Hollow Zero. And the area he escaped to just so happened to have Nineveh growing there.
Nostalgia from a big shot like that is just like a performance. However, if they've been led onto the stage by another unwillingly, of course he'd be unhappy.
Yeah, he just got reminded of one of the worst days in his life.
Hugo.
All right. Continue your heroic narrative about some great and powerful figure.
Lycon glares at Hugo.
That gentleman favors Nineveh as he doesn't wish to forget his friend's sacrifice. Also to remind himself to continue fighting the hollow disasters and protect more people. As such, someone using this flower to ingratiate himself and convince him to ignore the pressing dangers and sweep it all under the rug never had a sliver of a chance.
I see. So that honored guest is Lilac's father? She mentioned Nineveh and her father's friend before.
Wow. A story that comes full circle. Amazing. Too bad it was so cliché. You added so many exaggerations, it was hardly even close to an unbiased, objective retelling.
You...
Oh, did I ruin your perfect performance? So sorry. However, if you could be so kind as to pull yourself together from that sob story and remember the plans we made today. Perhaps you'll realize we have somewhere to be. Say, right about now.
Oh, right. My apologies, Master Proxy. Hugo and I will be taking our leave now. My colleagues from Victoria Housekeeping will take good care of you.
You're not gonna complain, Captain?
About what?
What he called us? Or you?
Well, at least this time, presuming there wasn't anyone nearby, seeing as, well, something was happening upstairs, so I wouldn't be surprised if the client got his ass beat by the host or the guest. Yeah, the guest. Lycon and Hugo hurry off together. After a while, Vivian walks out of the elevator with the pot of Nineveh from before.
Lord Phaethon, did Lycon and Hugo leave already? No one took this pot of flowers. I was going to give it to them.
They just left. If it's important, you could probably still catch up to them.
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, she found someone a lot more valuable to her time.
Right. You said before that flowers can be used to express things unsaid. Even the same flower can express different voices, right? The Nineveh that gentleman keeps at home tells of his comrade's sacrifice and protection. However, this one for the banquet is just a welcome from the organizers, trying to butter someone else up. So, even if these are his favorite flowers, he doesn't want them. I understand. But who should have these flowers now?
How about me? I've been a floral designer for a while now. It's about time I get my brother something.
You are going to keep these flowers, Lord Phaethon? Then, when you see it, you'll be reminded of me.
For love of...
Let's head back to the video store. Okay. At least they managed to keep Vivian's somewhat stalkery bits to the more amusing stuff.
Yeah, she haven't actually stalked it, luckily enough. So otherwise he would know who Ben was long ago.
Yeah. Let's see. Belle? Didn't you say you've been helping Orchidea with her shop these past few days? How are you back so early? Seeing you with your hands full, Wise helps you with the flowers.
It is pretty heavy.
These flowers are pretty inconvenient to carry around, so I thought I'd bring it back home first.
It seems kind of familiar, but I don't think I've seen it at the flower shop before. Looks like some sort of particularly rare flower.
That's right, it's super rare. Miss Orchidea and Lycon both searched high and low for several days and still couldn't find one. Hugo just so happened to find it and gave it to me.
Or rather more stole it, probably.
And now it's completed its duty. So, here, I'm gifting it to you.
No.
Really? I've heard of the language of flowers before. There's a meaning behind each one, right? You were out for so long, but only came back with this single pot of flowers. Is there a special meaning to it?
Yeah, the special meaning is it's your duty to keep it alive now, not mine.
Maybe that's what other people would do, but that's not why I did it. Guess again, Wise.
Then maybe your reasoning is less complicated. Like, it's the most beautiful flower you've ever seen?
Nuh-uh, that's not it either.
So, if it's not the most beautiful, and it's not to convey a special meaning, then why did you choose it?
Because it's the most valuable.
You use gestures to convey the price a pot of Nineveh is worth. Wise's eyes widen.
It's worth that much? Then, let's keep it safe in my room.
Wait, what? Did Wise just take the most expensive thing you've received after these days of hard work just like that? The part-time florist work isn't finished yet, so let's head back to the shop first. Okay. Now, actually, I know his room isn't always open, but I kind of want to go check if it is now, if the Nineveh pot is actually there. Yes, there we go. Oh, overtime boo again. Would you like to take home a potted plant now? It will need some care, but it will also keep you company. Yes. That's great. Have things improved at work? No. Huh? You would never guess. My previous project collapsed, and that lazy manager was fired. I'm happy to hear that. I also got fired. The company paid me a hefty severance based on my years of service. You happy to hear that? Anyway, from now on I can finally take some time to enjoy life. And then I will look for a new job. Okay? Sorry, am I being pathetic? But for an overtime boo like me, even a short break feels like the limit. If I stay unemployed for too long, I'll lose my sense of security. Wait, maybe I shouldn't rest after all? If you have a good job recommendation, I can start right away. It seems like poor overtime boo is showing signs of anxiety again. There is actually a job that would be perfect for you. Kadia pulls out a letter from somewhere. I drew this earlier and planned to give it to you when you came over for the plant. But now I suppose you can also consider it a job offer? Okay, that's cute. A chain of daisies instead of the neck pillow. A short note from Arcadia to Overtime Boo, hoping to bring some good cheer to its busy and anxious self. But now it could also be seen as a job offer? To work at your flower shop? Although I've never tried it before, no problem. I'm good at everything. Let me think. I could write a zone temperature control program and manage the flower storage. I can also write a lighting program to make sure all flowers are bathed in their favorite lighting condition. I can even take over your accounting system and organize everything for you. You can also rest first. What? The shop hasn't been that busy lately. You can turn on the energy converter board and soak up some sunlight with the flowers by the door. When customers come, just help with the flower arrangements. Since I'm the store manager, you can leave work on time in the evening and take care of your potted plants back home. Can I do that? Of course you can. However, if you can't let go of those programs, then the manager and I will have other tasks we can give you in a while, ones that are perfect for you. But for now, since spring is here, let's take a break and enjoy the season. Restocking and floral commissions are all done. My part-time florist experience has come to a perfect end. But I feel like I'm missing something. Like, where exactly did Hugo find those Nineveh flowers? But there's no use in mulling over them now. It's such a beautiful season. Should I go on a spring trip with Weiss? Quality time mode, a new dewdrop gardening shop floral interaction event has been added. I think I have...
Day is lovely. Perfect for picking out a bouquet to brighten your mood, don't you think?
And yeah, now she's back in spot there. I think I just realized also a part of why the guest went off on the suck-up. It's probably because, well, the only place he could have gotten Nineveh was from stealing it from his garden, which Hugo probably did on purpose to get him to be even more pissed off. Okay, we've got a bit of time left. Should be enough for these 5. So let's see what Coco wants. Hello, could you arrange a potted plant like this for me? Coco hands over a photo.
Right. Oh, poor thing. Look at her.
This is the arrangement Miss Orchidea prepared for me last time. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, she's almost falling asleep again. I wanted to use it as a reminder not to forget the little umbrella decorations and the drinks I'd make. And then I still forget. Every time I forget, the customers do it themselves and pull the little umbrellas off the potted plants and into their drinks. It only took a few days for them to pick the previous pot clean. Can I buy another one just like that? Just like it? Let's make an arrangement based on Coco's photo. Then I can even add a few extra umbrellas for her. No problem. Coco also shows up medal in the cinema event. There. Actually, Really? That's the difference between dense and sparse? 2 plastic flowers? Okay, and then this one. Also dense.
When you need a moment of peace, it will shield you from the wind and rain.
Okay, this one actually looks pretty nice. Okay. Exactly what I need. I remember this time. Otherwise, I'll have to come back and buy a whole new plant in a few days.
Poor thing.
Okay.
Poor girl.
Yeah. I think at some point we should probably cover the other character viewings in Gravity Cinema. Though, not sure if we should do that on stream or off stream.
I say we should do it on stream, a little bit now and then, and not all at once.
Okay.
Since it's probably nice to have someone reading out loud what they say and all that.
Yeah. Hello, I'd like a potted plant. There's going to be a grand public security award ceremony held at the Lumina branch. Our leadership has directed some budget for me to purchase potted plants to decorate the venue. Let me check how much exactly. It's 17,399 dennies. To the denny? That's right. This number came from the entire year's budget of the Lumina branch, carefully calculated by our intelligent construct colleagues, and it's non-negotiable. Also, try not to use overly exotic flowers. My boss said that we should maintain a simple and pragmatic aesthetic. He also said that the award ceremony should be lively, so beautiful red and purple flowers are preferred. Would a combination like that really make a nice-looking pot of flowers? Not surprising, coming from the public security. Alright, let's use red and purple flowers for the arrangement. Make sure to avoid exotic flowers, while keeping the price under 17,399. It'll look great, trust me. Okay. Let's see. Purple and reds. So there. And let's see. Okay, that is too pricey though. So let's see. Pink and white. All are purple or reds. Let's see. We only have actually. There we go. Because the rose is the cheapest one here. So I think typically roses are actually supposed to be pretty pretty pricey.
It is both intention and courage.
They depend on which kind of rose you use.
Okay, so I was wondering why there was a button for skip and a different one that also looks like it should skip. Oh well. It's even prettier than I imagined. I thought nothing save a tacky and strange pot of flowers would meet boss's requirements. Okay. Oh, hello there, Robin. Oh, it's you, Proxy. I'm about to offer a banquet at to a distinguished gentleman, the finest, most luxurious, bankruptingly expensive kind. Actually, the base flowers and accessories can probably be a bit cheaper. He won't notice, right? Oh, and don't use any flowers that are overly interesting. As much as I'm looking forward to Butler falling for my interesting logic core, a gentleman like him probably wouldn't appreciate the overly eccentric, I think. Also, make sure to arrange the flowers with balanced density. It's crucial that the details convey how meticulous and thoughtful I am. Actually, considering Butler's height, wouldn't the flowers at the bottom be the most important? But let's go with Ramon's idea. Using the most expensive flowers for the top and middle layers, making sure the playful elements aren't overwhelming, and maintaining balanced spacing in the arrangement. It's actually pretty simple. I'll give it a try. Now I'm reminded of the quote-unquote rivalry between these two. Okay. Top and middle for the most expensive. And let's see. Varying density. So let's put that one like that. And let's see, something with 0 charm here. Before it, otherwise it'll go over. Let's see. That should do it.
The King of Flowers effortlessly commands admiration.
Okay. Skipping a little bit of that. This time Butler will surely feel my sincerity. Maybe I should remind her that Butler will likely notice the flowers at the bottom first. Okay, second to last, Jean. Hello, I'd like a pot of flowers like this. Jean hands over a photo. I had this custom designed. This arrangement is perfect for displaying on the counter of my drink stand. Let's make the arrangement based on the photo provided by Jean. It really is in the style of Reverb Arena. And yes, she has horns. Okay. Carved base. Rose. This one, I think. That's the memorial flower. Yes, and snapdragon. Okay, there we go.
Engraved with a profound charm, understated yet dignified.
Okay. That's it. I really love the snapdragons. They look so lively. Would it be possible for intoxicated guests to mistake it for a real goldfish? Okay. And last but not least, General Chop. Manager? Is this your second part-time job? If you become a florist, I bet that you'd be just as successful as your video store and your part-time businesses. I have complete faith in your taste. I was just about to prepare a gift for my friend's child. Could you put together an arrangement that resembles a fishbowl? Use flowers that are more expensive and exotic. I'm sure it'll delight the child who receives the gift. What kind of flower arrangement resembles a fishbowl? Let's try with blue or white flowers at the top, the middle layers, and pair them with snapdragons at the bottom. The flowers in the top 2 layers should also be exotic and expensive. This should be the kind of look General Chop is aiming for. I'll give it a try. Okay then. Let's use that one. There. There. And snapdragons. And that's it right away. Okay.
Well done.
Symbolize tolerance and reconciliation.
There we go. I can't believe a fishbowl potted plant can look this good. I knew you could pull it off, Belle. How much longer do you plan on working part-time here? And it just suddenly came to me that it would be nice to have pots of flowers as decoration at the noodle shop. Okay, you'll have to wait for another time though, because we are done here. So, let's grab the last of our rewards here. And we've got the photo.
Oh.
The reason for cherishing a flower might lie in its delicate shape and fragrant scent, the intention of the giver, or one's mood during its appreciation. But it could also be simply because it's extremely expensive. Okay, and with that, all we have covered... Oh, hello there, Vivian.
Isn't it?
And with that, all of Say It With Flowers has been covered. I don't get how anyone other than Dad would like Nineveh. No, not the ethereal. I'm talking about those flowers at home called Nineveh. And somebody came and picked them all. Called it! You go, you fucking bastard. How could this happen? I don't understand either. On our way home from Starloop the other day, he was even proudly claiming how he turned down the Nineveh offered by someone shady. But when we got home, he found that his own flowers were gone. That's quite a coincidence. I mean, an unfortunate coincidence.
Oh.
Hold
so
on,
he
the
did,
flower. Okay, so he didn't even know they were stolen from him when when he was offered them.
Ooh, so he's
Okay.
Oh,
Honestly,
this
Hugo,
could've-
you could have just picked a few of them, not the entire fucking fields. Go ahead.
Someone's gonna have a very, very bad time.
Yeah. Hold on, the flowers Hugo brought. Exactly. Besides, the host of the banquet wasn't even interested in the other flowers. Had that known, he could have asked the staff at Starlip to sneak the forgotten plant out after the event. Maybe someone else took the flower instead? Hint, hint, just winks at Belle. True, it is a rare species after all. However, I later heard that the owner of Dew Gardening finally found a way to breed Nineveh, and now they have it for sale in the shop. My dad went and bought a few of them. The shop owner mentioned that the new bamboo florist is especially meticulous and skilled at setting up the right environment for the flowers. I didn't believe it at first, but if they managed to keep Nineveh alive, that's actually very impressive. Luckily, after planting Nineveh from the shop in the greenhouse at home, everything returned to normal. The flowers even look a bit like the ones I had before. It would be very similar. After all, the seedling came from that greenhouse. But anyway, it's still a bummer to deal with something like this. I still think it was probably just an accident. Maybe the flowers were snatched away by birds? Who knows? Phantom thief extraordinaire.
Bloody heck. Wait. Newsstand.
Yeah, Eve, not Auntie H-E.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, we can call it for today then.
Something about that face gets me.
Wait, which one? The one from Lightstream Notes?
The one that looks up. I think there's a biggest picture of that. There they come.
Yeah, that is the Lightstream Notes one. Okay.
Something about that is so cute.
Let's see. Select all the agent's favorite flowers. Use all the flowers, accessories, and flower pots. Favorite items 20 times. Discover how Hugo found Nineveh. You bastards. Let's see. We still have quite a few polls here that we could try. And I don't have either of these on the other account. So, would it be fitting to do a 10 poll for Mr. Bastard here? Or should we go for salt and pepper?
Nah, I say let's keep the other counters for the other main account.
Okay, since... No, we could still cover the social parts of this, and let's be honest, the next one is an 85, so I doubt we'd get an S rank. Yeah. Okay. We can start next... Actually, no, next week we'll still be on this account for the other events. But yeah, I'll get together enough polls for a 10 poll to start with when we return to the main account. Okay.
And that it is that I'm why it's so cute.
Okay, let's have ourselves a look. It's not too busy. Let's find someone to raid before we stop the stream. We've got... I probably should stop following Douglas since they are mostly focusing on Italian now, so that means I can't understand a damn thing that he's saying. Katie is playing... actually, let me pull up the list of previous raids. It has been a bit since we've raided Katie, I believe, but just to be extra sure, I already cleaned out the previous amounts. Let's see. Yeah, Katie is playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Cider Delish is playing Hollow Knight. Didn't we raid Hisaya recently? I'm blanking if we did. They are playing a game called Hilics, long I L I C S. Can't say I've heard of that. Yasuko Mitsuki is playing Rafts with someone else called Cute Eagle. Graham the Wolf is playing We Were Here. And Invader Tori is playing Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm guessing, or no, 3 Snake Eater. They were playing that last time as well. And last but not least, we've got Codenamed Ferret playing a game called Boat Crew. If it weren't for the fact that I know that the Bomber and Space Crew devs recently released that Mad Max-like one, I would have thought it would be... Or maybe this is a game of theirs? Let me take a look. I don't think I've heard of this before, if it is a game they released. If it will load, of course. But yeah, any of these sound of interest to you? It does look similar to the other games from those devs. Though, it's a bit... It's a different style, I think. Let me do a quick look on Steam here. Because on the one hand, it seems somewhat like something they'd make, but I'm guessing someone else made it.
Your choice.
Boat Crew. Let's see. Made by Tabbing Tabby. Released by Microprose. Okay. Bomber Crew. Yeah, Runner Duck and Curve Games are the other more known Crew games. Okay, so... Not really someone ripping them off, but using a similar style. I'll say it with that. Nope. Looks like... Okay, I think someone just stopped raiding. Or not raiding, streaming. Let's go say hi to Isaiah, because I'm curious about this game that they're playing. So I'll just copy the name. Okay, it's going to be an odd looking... Oh, wait, it's one of those claymation games, isn't it? Okay. / raid and paste. But before we get started with that, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Let's see, thank you thank you again for the raid, Jess. And Darth Knox, haven't seen you in a bit. Let's see, any lurkers? According to this, Kag's Animation and Knight. And Jess still, hello there. And thank you as always, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. If I go for Yoni and watching this... calm stream.
Yeah. Next week, when we continue with this game, we'll get started on another of the events that we haven't... that we probably should have covered earlier, but, well, better late than never. We'll just say that the timeline got tangled up a bit. We'll get started on the Elpis Ultimate Angler Championship event. Where we'll get... We'll get to see our old granny android again. Okay, but for now... Oh, I misspelled raid. I spelled that as Ryad. Okay, there we go. Let's get that raid started. I said let's get that raid started. Come on. There we go. And yeah. Thank you again. Thank you all again for watching. Tomorrow we continue with Gotham Knights if nothing gets in the way.
No.
Right, yeah, no, since you're taking a day off. Yeah, that means 3 days until Saturday, when we will continue with The Witcher 3. We'll see if we do a catch-up on Sunday with Gotham Knights. And yeah, we'll see what to do in the next week when we get there. But for now, thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And keep an eye on if Hugo is in your flower patch.